Welcome to Reviews Inside TV, where we dive deep into the latest tech and gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're taking a close look at the 2025 Apple MacBook Air 13-inch, featuring the new M4 chip. This lightweight laptop promises blazing performance, a vibrant display, and impressive battery life. But how well does it stack up in the real world? Let's find out. Product overview. The MacBook Air 13-inch 2025 edition is powered by the Apple M4 chip, which brings even more speed and fluidity to the table. It boasts a 13.6-inch Liquid Retina display, capable of showing 1 billion colors for vivid, sharp visuals. Inside, you'll find 24 gigabytes of unified memory and a 512 gigabyte SSD, offering smooth multitasking and plenty of storage for your files. The 12-megapixel center stage camera promises great video calls, while the 4 speakers with spatial audio aim to deliver immersive sound. Battery life is impressive too, with up to 18 hours of use. Additionally, the MacBook Air comes with 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, a MagSafe charging port, a headphone jack, Wi-Fi 6E, and Bluetooth 5.3. It also works seamlessly with other Apple devices, offering features like iPhone mirroring and text synchronization between your Mac and iPhone. Real-world testing and usage experience. Setting up the MacBook Air is a breeze, as expected with Apple products. The first thing that stands out is just how light and portable it is. It's perfect for tossing into your bag and taking on the go. The M4 chip really shines when you're switching between multiple apps, whether it's editing video or browsing while listening to music. I ran a few resource-heavy applications side by side, and there were no noticeable slowdowns. The 13.6-inch display? It's crisp, vibrant, and makes content pop, especially when viewing high-resolution images or watching videos. On the downside, it might feel a bit cramped for users who are accustomed to larger screens for multitasking. Battery life is impressive, as Apple claims up to 18 hours, and in my testing, it got pretty close. Whether I was writing, streaming, or working on projects, it comfortably lasted through a full day's work. But don't expect it to be super fast while charging, especially if you're using it during a charge. Pros and cons. Starting with the pros, the M4 chip makes everything run smoothly, offering a noticeable boost in speed compared to its predecessor. The display is simply gorgeous, providing rich, accurate colors that make images and text pop. The camera is another highlight. The 12-megapixel center stage camera works well for video calls, keeping you in frame even if you move around a bit. The overall design is sleek, ultra-portable, and it still manages to pack in some decent connectivity options, including the coveted MagSafe charger. However, there are a few cons to consider. The smaller screen size might not be ideal for power users who prefer more screen real estate. While 24 gigabytes of memory is great, the lack of upgradable storage or memory could be a deal breaker for those who tend to run resource-heavy applications. And although the battery life is solid, you might find that it drains faster when running intensive tasks like video rendering or gaming. Lastly, while it's great that the MacBook Air offers excellent integration with other Apple devices, some users might prefer more flexibility when it comes to compatibility with non-Apple hardware. Value for money. At its price point, the MacBook Air is definitely on the higher end, but it does justify that cost with solid performance, top-notch display, and seamless integration into the Apple ecosystem. If you're looking for raw power, especially for everyday tasks or light to moderate creative work, this is a solid option. That said, if you're on a budget or don't need all the bells and whistles, you might be better off looking at cheaper alternatives that offer good performance at a lower price. Comparisons. Compared to similar laptops in this range, like the Dell XPS 13 or the HP Spectre X360, the MacBook Air edges out in terms of portability and battery life. The XPS 13 offers a more traditional design, but its battery doesn't quite last as long, and the display isn't quite as vivid. On the other hand, the HP Spectre X360 is a solid 2-in-1, but it's a bit bulkier, making the MacBook Air feel like the more portable option. Build quality and longevity. The MacBook Air is built with Apple's usual attention to detail, featuring a solid aluminum body that's both durable and lightweight. In terms of longevity, Apple laptops tend to stand the test of time, so this model should remain reliable for years if properly maintained. However, the lack of upgradable storage means that if you opt for the base model, you'll be limited to that configuration for the lifespan of the laptop. Customer support. Apple's customer service is generally top-notch, with fast response times and well-trained staff. If you ever run into any issues, getting help from Apple's support team is usually a smooth experience. Given Apple's reputation, you can expect responsive service if something goes wrong. Final verdict. In summary, the Apple 2025 MacBook Air 13-inch is a well-rounded, powerful laptop that offers excellent performance, a beautiful display, and great battery life. It's ideal for users who are embedded in the Apple ecosystem and need a lightweight, reliable machine for work or play. While it has a few minor drawbacks, such as the smaller screen and lack of upgradable memory, it still provides solid value for its price. If you're looking for a laptop that's portable, stylish, and efficient, this one won't disappoint. Mid-review call to action. If you're enjoying this review so far, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and press the bell icon so you don't miss out on future reviews like this. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. End of video engagement. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or thoughts about the MacBook Air, drop them in the comments below. If you already own one, we'd love to hear your experience. You can find the link to purchase it in the comments box. Until next time, remember, there's always more to discover inside TV. Goodbye till then.